welcome back to my channel. So today in this video I'm doing another year review video. If you have never seen a year review video or if you've never been to my channel before, hello, I am Marissa. Year review is essentially a project all about rediscovering yourself and rediscovering a love for yourself or finding that love in the first place, and that is what this video is all about. I have not decided on a name yet for this video. It might be like 5 tips to self-love or like 5 steps to loving yourself. I don't know. This video is literally all about self-love. And just to, let's just jump right into the video. Intros are silly. Like, subscribe, follow me on socials, you know the drill. But I like to describe self-love is self-love, finding your own self-love and finding that love in yourself for yourself is just like when you're dating someone new. When you lose that self-love, you have to then re-date yourself. Really make yourself fall in love. Towards the end of last year, I got out of a really bad relationship and I had had quite a few friendships end, and I was living in a really toxic place where I just wasn't myself, I didn't feel myself, and that's when year review started, where I made it my mission to pump myself full of self-love, rediscover what I wanted, who I wanted in my life, every aspect of that. I've come up with 5 tips that I have to, starting to love yourself again. And, these things need to be in practice. You need to do them constantly. It's not like you do this one time and then everything's fixed. This is a constant growing process and just a constant journey. So, like I said, learning to love yourself, you have to see it as dating yourself. And the relationship with yourself is the most important relationship in your life. And I never want people to forget that. And I feel like some women view self-love as selfish, and it's not selfish. You have to love yourself before you can love anyone else fully, or before anyone else can love you fully. You should be your biggest hero and your biggest best friend and just your biggest supporter, and I am just slowly discovering this, and I'm very happy that at this age I'm discovering this. So let's get into the tips. My first tip is to spend 15 minutes to yourself in the morning. So what this means is giving yourself, when you first wake up, giving yourself that time to yourself, do something nice for yourself, you time in the morning, and just to start your day off doing something for yourself to put your heart and your mind in the right place. So examples just for the perfect little 15 minutes to yourself in the morning. Stuff that I like to do is, wake up, cuddle with my dogs. I always take them on a walk outside. So whether that be, you take a walk for 15 minutes, or I choose to meditate in the morning. So taking those couple of minutes and just being in your space and being in tune with yourself, or journaling either on your phone or in an actual physical journal. Writing gratitude lists I really love to do in the morning. I think it really puts your heart and your head in a really amazing space to start out the day. Or just having coffee by yourself and giving yourself some quiet time, whether you live with other people or you live by yourself, just going to your room or going in the backyard, going outside, whatever you want to do. I just truly believe that starting your day with 15 minutes doing something for yourself, by yourself, can really just put your day on a whole new level. Trust me. Just give it a shot. Maybe start with doing it, 2 times a week, 3 times a week, and then seeing if it really does improve how you feel. Tip number 2 is to give yourself a date night during the week. So just as it is very important to work on relationships with our significant others or our girlfriends, our boyfriends, our friends, our family, you should be putting in just as much effort as a relationship with yourself. So, I love having date nights with my boyfriend, but I also give myself a date night to myself, and I put as much effort into that date night that I do with other people. So my favorite thing to do personally, and this is different for every person, but my favorite thing to do for a date night by myself is I will rent a movie or I'll watch Netflix, make myself a healthy dinner, and I really make something that I want for myself, that I really enjoy, that I enjoy the process of cooking. If you don't like cooking, then obviously don't do that. Order something that you really love, that's like a treat for you, not even like a cheat meal, people like to call it. I don't believe in cheat meals. I think that all food is good in moderation, and just enjoy what you eat don't fear food, but that's a whole nother video. My favorite movies, I really love making myself just a nice, healthy, good meal. I view it as almost like a gift for my body, which I know that is so weird, but it's just how I view it. And then I sit with my food and I just watch my movie. I'll probably have a face mask on, and then after I'm done eating, I will go into my bathroom. I will do a big bubble bath, a face mask, a body scrub, maybe I'll self-tan. I'll go to sleep in like the ugliest, comfiest pajamas ever, those like oversized t-shirts that you're just like, yes, like, oh, I'll probably go to sleep with a cream on, like, ooh, I really just like get into it. Like, just, you need that time to just be yourself and not have to worry about being around other people and being like, oh, is this person like weirded out by my face mask? Or like, oh, will he think this shirt is attractive? No, you need to just be with yourself, be in your own thoughts. I really enjoy meditating at night as well, so I'll probably meditate, go to bed, sit in bed and read one of my books, or, you know, watch Netflix, whatever it may be, and, you know, just really end the night for yourself. It's all about having one night to yourself, or to, girl, do whatever, as many as you need to find yourself, but having at least one night a week to just like focus on yourself and what you want and being with your own thoughts. And I think part of the year of you journey and part of self-love is being okay alone, learning that you are your best friend and you can be alone. It's perfectly fine. Like, I'm getting to a point where I love to be alone, and that, you know, a couple months ago was not the case. So date night for yourself. Trust me. Tip number 3 is to start a journal. I get so many questions on journaling, and I'm a huge fan of journaling. So when I say to start a journal, this could be any form of journal. If you want to type it, if you want to have it in your phone under notes, if you want a physical journal. I am someone where I have multiple forms of journals. I have like question journals, I have actual journals where I write them out, but just for this video, we will say just, you know, in your phone or a writing journal. And why I say that a journal is very helpful for self-love is because it is where you can be honest, you can be open, you need to talk to yourself and talk through your problems, or whoever you talk to. If you want to talk to the universe, to God, to, you know, a family member who's passed, whatever you want to do, this journal is just where you can be just so open and honest and raw, and really you can work through your emotions. I love journaling. I think it really helps, and sometimes we can be very harsh to ourselves in our heads, and I feel like when you write that out and you see it and you're just like, oh gosh, like I wouldn't talk to my best friend that way, why would I talk to myself that way? So journaling is a really, really awesome tool to, you know, work through issues, but then also be very in tune with yourself and in tune with the voice in your head and just your intuition and your inner mean girl, as Melissa Ambrosi would say. But yeah, it's just a really great tool. And, you know, a lot of people ask me, how do I get into journaling? Sometimes I don't like to do it. If journaling does not resonate with you, so if you do not feel like, if you do not feel drawn to journaling one day, you don't have to do it. I don't do it every single day. I don't do it every single night, but you know, if you were just to start out journaling 2 or 3 times a week and starting every morning in the journal with your gratitude list for that 15 minutes in the morning, or just some like affirmations for yourself, like it could really just start your day. Number 4 is to stop comparing yourself to others. Just like I was saying earlier, we can be our toughest and harshest critics. I don't remember where I read this. I'm pretty sure I read this, that comparison is the thief of joy. So you could be doing something so amazing in your life and so on track with who you want to be and where you want to be, and then you'll get off track and see other people doing amazing things too, and then you're like, oh, why am I not doing that? Or you start viewing yourself as not as valuable, which that's not how it should be. We should be excited for everyone doing amazing things, and I feel like a lot of women struggle with this. Instead of supporting each other and, you know, encouraging each other and being on the same team, sometimes we get against each other, and jealousy is just so awful. You should be excited for someone. You should be excited for yourself that you are accomplishing such great things. Take it one day at a time. Comparing your day 1 to someone else's day 30 or day 150, whatever it may be, it can really throw you off track, and you should just focus on your own path, focus on what you are doing. You are the only you that there is, and you do not want to take away from who you are as a person, wishing you were someone else, or taking away from your energy and wishing them bad things because you know, admire something they have. Just strive. And, you know, I really love viewing it personally as if someone else is doing something great and, you know, it's considered better than me or whatever it may be, I use that as like motivation. For example, when I was in Bali and our yoga teacher was obviously a million times better than me at yoga, or even the other people in the class, I hadn't done a ton of professional yoga. So just looking around at everyone, I could have been like, oh, well, whatever, like, she doesn't even look that good, or da-da-da, and I was like, oh my god, like, you're doing so great. Like, I was constantly complimenting these people around me, being like, you're such good motivation, like, all this stuff. Like, why not use all this stuff around you to push you and motivate you and just be happy for these people who are also doing amazing things and wanting to better themselves? I hope that made sense. That was a really big rambly one. And my last tip, number 5, is I mentioned this in my toxic relationship video, well, I'll link down below, is to simply release people or things that are no longer serving you. And what I mean when I say release anyone or anything that is no longer serving you, including habits, is, you know, really seeing what you want in life, who you want to be, what path you want to be on, and see what is in line with that. See who is in line with that. And so for me, the beginning of the year, I was very unhappy, and I, you know, wasn't where I wanted to be. So I started looking inward, and I started also taking out other factors that weren't helping. I simply made the choice to pick up and move. I, you know, ended a lot of relationships and friendships because they didn't make me a better person, and I was not in those relationships feeling the best version of myself. And to be frank, I felt awful about myself. And it's just finding people and finding a place that fits you and you feel better. Now, all the relationships in my life, I look forward to seeing these people. They make me feel good. My energy feels higher when I'm with them. I feel amazing when I leave them. These are people who support me and really just, I feel like, nurture me and me growing. Everyone in my life right now supports your view, and everyone talks about it. It's actually a perfect example is my boyfriend now, who I did not plan on being with anyone for a while. This person just came into my life, and I could not say no to such an amazing person. And when we are around other people and when I've met his friends, he's always so proud to talk about Year Review, and that means so much to me to have amazing people like that in my life now that I just could never take for granted because of the total opposite of people that were in my life before. So it's really knowing your worth and loving yourself enough to let go of anyone or anything that is not adding to your life. If it doesn't add to your life, it doesn't belong in your life, that does not make you a mean or harsh or cruel person, that makes you aware. And I want you to love yourself enough to step away from these people or these habits. We can be our own, you know, our own toxic issue. I've had plenty of my own toxic issues that I've needed to step away from. You know, me going to more of a plant-based diet is a perfect example. Me eating a ton of animals essentially was not really in line with my spirituality, and I was just very honest about that, and I was very open about it. And so now I'm dealing with that, and I have a lot of, I guess you can call them daddy and mommy issues that I'm dealing with. And, you know, it's being aware of that. And I feel like people sometimes think that when I say release people that are no longer serving you, you also have to look at yourself and look at what you're doing. Okay guys, so those are my 5 tips or steps to self-love. I really hope you guys start implementing these things and working towards this. I am really loving your review, and I'm loving how much you guys are loving it, and I love seeing your guys' tweets and Instagrams and Snapchats of you guys tagging me in, you know, these books, and, you know, just you guys, people have tagged me in pictures of their room that they redid their room how they wanted, or oh, they're traveling. This one girl went to, I think it was like Turkey or something, and oh, it's just amazing. Like, I love this, that it's okay to chase what you want, and it's okay to also not know what you want. That's also part of your review, is figuring out who you want to be, where you want to be, and just everything along the way. Enough rambling. I love you guys so much. I am so grateful for every single one of you. I love you more than you'll ever know, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So share this video with anyone who you think needs it. Share it on Facebook, whatever you want, retweet it, whatever, I don't know. Okay, I love you guys so much. Let me know down below what you guys want the next kind of year review topic to be. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.